Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this explosive breakdown of one of the most shocking moments in daytime television history. The day Chaka Khan was kicked off Tamron Hall's show following a heated argument that left everyone stunned. Picture this: the studio lights are bright, the audience is buzzing with excitement, and Tamron Hall, the poised and professional host, is ready to dive into what was supposed to be a celebratory interview with the Queen of Funk herself, Chaka Khan. But things took a turn faster than you can say ain't nobody. It all started innocently enough. Tamron opened the segment by praising Chaka's illustrious career, from her days with Rufus to her solo hits that defined generations. Chaka, dressed in a vibrant outfit that screamed diva energy, smiled and nodded, sharing anecdotes about her journey in the music industry. The conversation flowed smoothly at first, with Tamron asking about Chaka's latest projects and her thoughts on the evolving music scene. Chaka responded with her signature wit and wisdom, captivating the crowd. However, the tension began to build when Tamron shifted gears to more personal territory. She brought up Chaka's past struggles with addiction, a topic that's been well documented but one that Chaka has openly discussed in her memoir. Tamron phrased it sensitively, or so she thought, asking how those experiences shaped her resilience. But Chaka's expression changed in an instant. Her eyes narrowed, and her posture stiffened. She interrupted Tamron mid-sentence, saying, "Hold on, Tamron, I've talked about this enough. Let's not dwell on the past when there's so much future ahead." The audience murmured, sensing the shift. Tamron, ever the professional, tried to steer back, but Chaka wasn't having it. She launched into a passionate monologue about how the media often reduces artists to their lowest points instead of celebrating their triumphs. Tamron countered, defending her question as a way to inspire viewers facing similar challenges. That's when the argument ignited. Voices raised, fingers pointed. Chaka accused Tamron of sensationalism, while Tamron insisted it was about empowerment. The producer's voice could be heard in the background, urging a commercial break, but the damage was done. As the segment spiraled, Chaka stood up abruptly, declaring, "I'm not here to be dissected like this." The audience gasped as security approached, and Tamron, looking flustered, tried to calm things down. But Chaka, with her head held high, marched off the set, leaving the studio in stunned silence. This moment went viral almost immediately, with clips flooding social media and sparking debates about celebrity interviews and boundaries. Fans of Chaka rallied behind her, praising her for standing her ground, while others criticized her for overreacting. Tamron issued a statement later, expressing regret if her questions offended, but emphasizing the importance of honest conversations. Chaka, on her end, posted a cryptic message on Instagram about respecting artists' journeys. The incident highlighted the fine line between probing journalism and invasive prying in talk shows. It reminded us all that even legends like Chaka have their limits. As the dust settled, questions arose. Was this a setup for drama, or a genuine clash of personalities? Either way, it made for unforgettable TV. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the aftermath and what it means for both stars' careers. But first, let's rewind and analyze the build-up to this explosive exit. Chaka Khan, born Yvette Marie Stevens, has been a force in music since the 1970s. Her powerful voice and hits like "I'm Every Woman" have empowered millions. Tamron Hall, a seasoned journalist turned talk show host, is known for her empathetic yet direct style. Their paths crossing seemed like a match made in entertainment heaven, but as we saw, it turned into a battlefield. The argument touched on sensitive topics that resonate with many: privacy, recovery, and representation. In the age of cancel culture, this incident sparked discussions on how public figures handle personal narratives. Some viewers felt Tamron crossed a line, while others appreciated her attempt to humanize Chaka. Regardless, it showcased Chaka's unapologetic spirit, a trait that's defined her career. As we continue, let's explore similar incidents in TV history where guests walked off sets, from Oprah's infamous moments to other celebrity meltdowns. This isn't just gossip, it's a window into the pressures of fame. Diving deeper into the fallout from Chaka Khan's dramatic exit from Tamron Hall's show, The internet exploded with reactions that ranged from supportive memes to heated think pieces. Social media platforms like Twitter and TikTok were ablaze with hashtags such as #ChakaWalksOff and #TamronVs.Chaka, amassing millions of views within hours. Fans dissected every frame of the argument, slowing down the video to catch micro-expressions and lip-reading the off-mic comments. One viral tweet read, "Chaka Khan just reminded us why she's the queen and no one's gonna push her around." While another defended Tamron, saying, "She's just doing her job. Celebs need to handle tough questions." Celebrities weighed in too. Singers like Mary J. Blige and Ariana Grande, who collaborated with Chaka, posted messages of solidarity. Ariana even shared a throwback photo with Chaka, captioning it, "Legend forever." On the other side, talk show hosts like Wendy Williams commented on the professionalism needed in such situations. The media frenzy didn't stop there. Tabloids ran headlines like "Chaka's Fury," "Inside the Blow-Up" and "Tamron's Tough Love Gone Wrong." Analysts on shows like The View debated whether this would boost ratings for Tamron's program or tarnish her reputation as a gracious host. For Chaka, it seemed to reignite interest in her music. Streams of her classics surged by 30% overnight, proving that controversy can be a career booster. But let's not forget the human element. Chaka has been candid about her battles with substance abuse, achieving sobriety after multiple rehabs. Tamron, drawing from her own experiences in journalism, aimed to highlight resilience, but perhaps underestimated Chaka's sensitivity on the matter. In post-incident interviews, Tamron reflected, "I admire Chaka immensely. My intent was to celebrate her strength." Chaka, in a follow-up appearance on another show, laughed it off somewhat, saying, "Sometimes you gotta set boundaries, even on live TV." This event sparked broader conversations about mental health in the entertainment industry and the ethics of interviewing trauma survivors. Experts chimed in, suggesting that hosts should have pre-approved topics to avoid such clashes. It also raised questions about diversity in media. As two black women powerhouses, their argument was scrutinized through lenses of sisterhood and solidarity. Some felt it was disappointing to see infighting, while others saw it as authentic human interaction. Moving forward, both women handled the aftermath gracefully. Tamron dedicated a segment to discussing interview etiquette, inviting psychologists to weigh in. Chaka announced a new tour, channeling the energy into her performances. The incident, while heated, ultimately humanized them both, showing that even icons have off days. As we examine similar walk-offs, recall Tom Cruise's jump on Oprah's couch or Kanye West's interruptions. At these moments become cultural touchstones. For Chaka and Tamron, it might just be a blip in their storied careers, but it's one that fans won't forget. Now, let's imagine what could have prevented this. Better communication, perhaps? Or is drama inevitable in live TV? The allure of unscripted moments is what keeps viewers tuning in. In the end, this argument underscored the passion both bring to their crafts. Chaka's fiery artistry and Tamron's probing curiosity. It's a reminder that behind the glamour, stars are people with emotions. As the story unfolds, we'll see if they reconcile or if this becomes a legendary feud. For now, it's etched in TV lore. Exploring the behind-the-scenes details of Chaka Khan's ejection from Tamron Hall's show reveals a web of production decisions and last-minute changes that fueled the fire. Sources close to the production whispered that the interview was initially planned as a light-hearted tribute to Chaka's 50 years in music, complete with surprise guests and a performance slot. However, just hours before taping, the script was tweaked to include more real talk elements, a hallmark of Tamron's style that aims to connect on a deeper level. Chaka's team allegedly expressed concerns about delving into personal history, but assurances were given that it would be handled tastefully. When the cameras rolled, the energy was electric at first. Chaka shared funny stories about collaborating with Prince and Whitney Houston, drawing laughs from the audience. Tamron beamed, building rapport. But as the conversation turned to Chaka's 2016 memoir, Through the Fire, the mood shifted. Chaka detailed her triumphs, but Tamron pressed on the challenges, quoting a passage about a relapse. That's when Chaka fired back, "I've overcome that. Why focus on the fire when I'm the phoenix?" Tamron, caught off guard, defended her approach, leading to overlapping voices and rising tempers. The control room panicked. Producers signaled for a cut, but the live audience witnessed it all. Security intervened not aggressively, but to escort Chaka off as per protocol for disruptive guests. Post-show, the network scrambled with damage control, editing the segment for broadcast to soften the blow. Yet, leaked unedited footage hit YouTube, amplifying the drama. Public relations experts analyzed the fallout. For Tamron, it risked alienating celebrity guests wary of tough questions. For Chaka, it solidified her as a no-nonsense icon. Interestingly, viewership spiked for subsequent episodes, proving the old adage that there's no such thing as bad publicity. Chaka's fans launched petitions for apologies, while Tamron supporters praised her journalistic integrity. In interviews, Chaka elaborated, "I respect Tamron, but respect goes both ways." Tamron echoed, "Lessons learned moving forward with grace." This clash mirrored other TV blow-ups, like Joan Rivers storming off CNN or Dakota Johnson's awkward Ellen moment. It highlights the power dynamics in interviews and who controls the narrative. In an era of social media accountability, such incidents force reflection on consent and boundaries. Beyond the argument, let's celebrate Chaka's legacy: 10 Grammys, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, and timeless anthems. Tamron's show, in its seasons, has tackled tough topics with empathy, from mental health to social justice. Perhaps this mishap will lead to better practices industry-wide. As speculation swirls about a possible reunion episode, fans dream of a make-up moment. Until then, the video clips serve as a cautionary tale for hosts and guests alike. Wrapping up this segment, remember, in the heat of the moment, words can escalate, but forgiveness can heal. Stay with us for more insights into celebrity dynamics. In the weeks following Chaka Khan's stormy departure from Tamron Hall's set, the story evolved from a single incident into a full-blown media saga with twists and turns. Rumors circulated that Chaka had been dealing with personal stresses leading up to the appearance, including family matters and tour preparations, which might have heightened her sensitivity. Insiders claimed Tamron's team had researched extensively, but overlooked subtle cues from Chaka's recent interviews where she expressed fatigue with revisiting old wounds. The argument replayed endlessly on news outlets, with body language experts breaking down gestures and Chaka's crossed arms signaling defense, Tamron's open palms indicating appeasement. Late-night shows parodied the scene, with comedians impersonating the diva's flair and the host's poise. Saturday Night Live even sketched a hilarious reenactment, boosting the cultural impact. Chaka addressed it head-on during a concert, pausing between songs to say, "TV drama? That's nothing compared to real life, but I stand by my truth." Tamron, in her monologue the next day, acknowledged the passion on both sides, inviting viewers to share their thoughts. Fan theories abounded. Was it staged for ratings? Evidence suggests not, given the genuine surprise and the audience's reactions. The incident prompted articles on the psychology of arguments, citing how adrenaline fuels escalation. For Chaka, it led to a surge in book sales and podcast invites, where she expanded on her philosophy of self-advocacy. Tamron used it as a teaching moment, hosting a panel on communication breakdowns. Comparisons to iconic feuds like Bette Davis and Joan Crawford added historical flavor. Ultimately, this event humanized the stars, showing vulnerability beneath the veneer. As time passed, olive branches appeared at Chaka, like Tamron's social post about women's empowerment, hinting at thawing relations. The script of fame includes such plot twists, keeping the public engaged. Reflecting on Chaka's career highs, from Tell Me Something Good to I Feel For You, her resilience shines. Tamron's journey from news anchor to talk show maven inspires perseverance. Perhaps this argument was a catalyst for growth. In closing this chapter, let's appreciate the artistry and authenticity both bring to their fields. As the dust continues to settle on the Chaka Khan Tamron Hall showdown, industry watchers predict long-term effects on talk show formats and celebrity bookings. Agents now include clauses for topic vetoes, ensuring smoother segments. Chaka's bold stand empowered other artists to assert boundaries, sparking a movement tagged #RespectTheArtist. Tamron, adapting quickly, incorporated viewer feedback into her show, fostering more collaborative interviews. The viral nature of the clip broke records, with over 50 million views across platforms, turning it into a meme goldmine. Phrases like "I'm never a woman, but not your story" became slogans. Chaka capitalized by releasing a remix of her hit with empowering lyrics. Tamron featured emerging talents, diversifying her guest list. Critiques emerged on representation. Two trailblazing black women clashing publicly fueled discussions on unity versus individuality. Panels explored internalized pressures in media. Chaka's post-incident glow-up included wellness retreats and new music teases. Tamron's ratings held steady, proving resilience. Similar past incidents, like Madonna's Letterman appearance, show patterns in celebrity pushback. This one, however, felt modern with instant online amplification. Hopes for reconciliation linger. Maybe a joint charity event? For now, it's a testament to passion and entertainment. Chaka's voice remains unmatched, Tamron's empathy unwavering. This script of drama adds to their legends, adding more details on fan reactions, including specific tweets and TikToks that went viral, such as dance challenges recreating the walk-off. Also, merchandise popped up, like t-shirts saying Chaka mode activated. The argument even inspired think pieces in magazines like Essence and Variety, analyzing power dynamics. Chaka's team issued a statement emphasizing mutual respect, while Tamron's network supported her fully. In hindsight, it was a clash of titans that entertained and educated. Wrapping up our epic dive into Chaka Khan's kickoff from Tamron Hall's show, it's clear this heated argument was more than tabloid fodder. It was a cultural moment reflecting society's hunger for raw authenticity. Months later, both stars thrive. Chaka on tour, belting hits to adoring crowds. Tamron hosting with renewed vigor, earning accolades. The incident birthed podcasts dissecting TV etiquette and inspired scripts for dramatic series. Fans speculate on a sequel interview, perhaps with mediated questions. Chaka joked in a recent chat, "Next time, let's stick to the music." Tamron echoed, "Agreed, but stories matter too." Their exchange, though tense, sparked positive change in how personal narratives are handled. Legacy-wise, Chaka's defiance cements her as an iconic legend, Tamron as a bold inquisitor. In the grand tapestry of showbiz, such sparks ignite progress. Thank you for joining this breakdown. Subscribe for more celebrity deep dives. Remember, in arguments, listening wins. Delve into potential future collaborations, like a duet or co-hosted event. The argument also boosted charities they support, with donations pouring in. Ultimately, it humanized fame, showing stars argue like us, and with a call to appreciate their contributions beyond the drama.